What is up, fam, and welcome back to Hatchet Reviews, aka the Garbage Pail Juggalo. Today, it's not going to be a review, but it's going to be a comparison. I know it's not Wednesday, but it's been a while, so I figured it was time to throw one out because it's been almost 2 years. It'll be 2 years in March. Not exactly sure which day exactly, but 2 years in March. So I figured it was time to finally get a comparison out of the way. And the comparison will be between the Green Book. So we have the Psychopathic original re-release of the Green Book, and then we have one of the variant covers, which we'll get into that in just a moment, from the Majik Ninja re-release of the Green Book. So this is the original from Psychopathic. The reason why I say original from Psychopathic is because there were two variants for Psychopathic as well, but the other one did not come out until sometime later. Not exactly sure how long it was, but it was a couple of years because they'd stopped making copies of this. And a lot of people wanted to get them the Green Book, so they re-released it, but there were a few minor differences, which we'll get into here in just a second. I'm not going to go too in-depth into this because I do have a review on this version of Green Book. I might do a separate review for this one. I'm not sure yet. Maybe something for down the road. So we got that. Like I said, I'm not going to go too in-depth because I've already review this album. There's what the CD looks like. Nothing behind it, as you can see, so I'm not going to bother pulling it out. I'll do side-by-side comparisons as well. And this was one of the differences between the Psychopathic original, this one, and the reissue on Psychopathic was this front right here. You couldn't do this. It was just the painted faces. You couldn't peel it off to reveal the non-painted. And then the same with the back here where it says Twiztid right here and you could peel it off. You weren't able to do that either. I believe it just said Twiztid just on the actual book itself. It wasn't like an additional little clear plastic piece like that is. And then you just go in here and you just got a couple of little things in here. Some pictures. Your credits. I think there's some lyrics in here too. A little bit of lyrics. Not like entire song lyrics, but I know some of these have lyrics throughout. Okay, so yeah, just keep on going. There you go, and then just at this part here, and that's that. Okay, so that was the original Psychopathic release. Now let's get to one of the variants of the Majik Ninja re-release of the Green Book. This was one of the ones that you could get through if you did not go through M&E's actual store. This is what you would get. There was two variant covers. One you could get just exclusive through M&E, which I do believe you still can. And then the other one was pretty much any other retailer or outlet. This one specifically came from Amazon, if I recall correctly. Actually, I believe I got this the same day I got my Gmoski, my Filthy Spirit Bomb, I think it was. But as you can see, there's a massive, massive difference already. But we'll get into that in a moment. I'm also... right where my hand is, I'll post, and I'll keep this here for a second just so you can see the differences. I'll post the other variant cover from Majik Ninja of the Green Book right here. So you'll see the two side by side that way as well. And if I can find a back for that one, I'll do that as well. I'll post it like right here. So if I find the back to what that one looks like, I'll post it here so you can see a side by side. I'll try to get as much side by side compared to those two as I can because I don't own that variant cover. I just have this one, so it'll at least be some way where you guys can see the differences between the two Majik Ninja re-releases variant covers of the Green Book. So you open it up. That's what it looks like on the inside. It was in one of these cardboard cases. I don't really know if this is a digipack. I'm not sure. Because Fearless, or not Fearless, but Flip the Rat came in something very similar, and that's a digipack. So I'm not too big on the cases like this because they get so destroyed so easily. It's just not my thing. But anyway, I digress. And then for this one, the book, much like other digipacks, is right here. And then you take it out. And with this one, which is much different than its original, you get a poster on one side and a poster on the other side. So the booklet to this one didn't come with credits or anything of that nature. It just came with a two-sided poster. Your credits, as you saw when I showed it earlier, were right here. So all your credits written by, produced by, and everything like that is all right there. So, what we can do first is we will compare. So, as you can see, big difference right off the jump. You got this one is just plain green, almost looks like it could be a pocket, which is kind of what they went for on the back there, if you can tell. But then this one is just a whole bunch of like old school pictures from the era of the Green Book. And then when you flip these two over, again, completely different. Okay, and then if we were to grab the book, obviously, you know, one's a poster, well, a two-sided poster, and the other one's an actual book. So, yeah, not really much sense in, I guess the only thing you could really compare, because this is technically the cover for the other one, so I guess the only way to really compare, you could just do that. But again, it's still extremely different. Alright, and then, if we compare the back of the case with the back of the Majik Ninja re-release of the box for this one as well. Okay. So a lot of, pretty much everything is, the only thing that's not different that I recall correctly, I don't think any of the production was changed. I don't think anything was like remixed or remastered, unlike the Mutant re-release. Nothing was remixed, nothing was remastered, nothing was taken off, nothing was added. I don't think anything was taken off with the Mutant one either, but you know, that's, as far as I know, that's really the only difference or the only similarity between these two are the tracks. Everything else is completely different. So, let me see if I can get these. So there's the reissue and the original. Again, completely different. There's just so many differences between these two albums. And I haven't even listened to this because obviously I've heard this album a million flipping times, and also iTunes is a thing, so. That's usually what happens with my CDs now. When I get them, I usually just pop them right into my CD book and never even have to touch them again until it's time to either do a review or a comparison video. They usually just sit in my CD case. So a lot of my CDs nowadays look like exactly perfectly clean, because I don't really have to mess with them too much because iTunes and YouTube exist. Some kind of a luxury I did not have back in the day. So, now let me put these two back together. This is just going to take a second to throw everything back together here. Put the original back in its box. Put this poster back in here, if I can. There we go. Got it. So, one final time. And let me see if I can actually... So, what I will do, while I'm holding these right here, is... Actually, I'm going to bring them down a little bit more just so I know I have space. I'm going to find... I'll post that picture up again of the other variant cover, and I'll post it above so you can see all of them side by side, the fronts. And then again, I'll do the same thing with the backs. So if I find the back, you'll see the back to the other variant up above, right where my forehead is. And so that way there you guys can see all of the differences between all three variants. So there you go. That is the Green Book comparison. Almost 2 years in the making. So I figured it was about time to do one. And I actually already have plans for the next one, which I'll not get into right now. But I will just say there is a new one coming. I already have plans for a new one. Actually, there's plans for 4. Yeah, 4. 2 of them being Twiztid, because Twiztid is currently re-releasing a couple of things. Little hint for you. Not really a hint, pretty much a dead giveaway unless you don't know what Twiztid is re-releasing here shortly. Another one that I want to do is the original compared to the reissue or re-release of Forgotten Freshness. And then I have one other one, but that's the one I'm saving. I'm saving that one because that one will be special. So I think that's about going to do it. Yeah, it's about a 10-minute video. Not bad for a comparison video. I just wanted to get one out because, like I said, it's been almost 2 years. It's been a very long time since I last did a comparison video. So I figured, throw a comparison up. I know it's not Wednesday, but, you know, I don't think anybody's going to complain. It's a new comparison video. Haven't had one in almost 2 years. So that was the comparison of the green book. Like I said, if I find the picture of the other variant cover, front and back, I'll post those where they would need to go so you guys can see all the differences between all three of them all together. So, that was it. Thank you so much for watching. As always, peace, fam.